Welcome to Honolulu. So far the plan, reset up everything that we did in LA a couple of years ago in his new place or new studio in Hawaii. It's gonna be fun. Local tradition apparently. No, I'm kidding. Welcome to Project Studio Dorian 2.0. Mostly stuff that came from LA. You probably remember that remote that was on the desk over there. We have the Meyer reference speaker there ready to be set up. A bunch of gear that was rack from the move from LA to Hawaii. Brand new desk that Dorian purchased about a month ago. That's gonna be for vocal. He has his ATC speaker that we're gonna put as a second pair of monitor. Some of the stuff that you've seen before, the original 1176, the original Neve 1066. That's the drum that was there in LA. That's the wing in a case that was shipped here. Some other stuff in road cases. This is gonna be road number 3, another road 73 that Dorian acquired. Bass amp in the back just to get some rumble going. Go along with that beautiful Yamaha bass. And most of the stuff is, you know, in the rack or need to be set in rack, like the Furmans that are there. Some special stuff that Dorian purchased since we last did a video in LA. That's gonna be mostly his mastering chain, Portico API EQ. We're gonna go all Stage Connect stuff. We have a 16 output and 16 input available here. The plan, the big plan is to use the wing. We're gonna use it as a routing matrix because the wing is really good at being a routing matrix. We're gonna use the Stage Connect stuff to connect all the compressor. We'll be able to use those as insert point inside Cubase. Dorian likes to work with Cubase. So other than some specific chain that will be set like a Neve into the 1176, or maybe not, maybe we'll go 1176 as an insert too, but I'm gonna build some chain and most of the stuff gonna be able to be insert with the Stage Connect device. The monitor control will be done by the wing. The preamp will be controlled by the wing. I want the preamp to go line in the back of the wing. We're gonna have the 8 local preamp. We're gonna have the 8 local line in with really good microphone preamp. We're talking about original Neve. Like I said before, there's a pair of Chandler also somewhere. We have a couple of other stuff that I don't see, but I just remember from the other video. The DBX 165, the 160 VU. We have some URI compressor. We're gonna turn this place into a beautiful recording studio. We got most of the gear, I'm tired, I need to go to bed. Most of the gear sorted out. We still have all that stuff left. We're gonna go tomorrow, grab a rack for that because we're just running out of space. We fill up the mastering rack with all that gear from on top. I'm gonna have the stage connects box, the DN48 16 in and out at the bottom here. We're gonna run wire through there. We're gonna run wire to the desk. The speakers are gonna come from the back of the wing, but all the 1176, the 165A, which is like a 160 VU, but this one has attack and release control. Basically all the control that you find on a regular compressor. This one is a 162 that's like a 160 VU with stereo without the wood panel, but it's the same era if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment below. On the other side, I decided to have the preamps, so those will be directly connected to the console. The wing is going to sit here in the middle. Those will connect directly. That way we don't have to run inserts for all that, because anyway you don't want to run insert. You want your mic to connect to the preamp and go to the converter on the wing. I'm going to use the 8 TRS to connect that. So I'm going to need to count how many cable we need to buy tomorrow, because we're running out of XLR. Most of the stuff that we made in LA stayed there, kinda. We have a couple bucks of cable. Like, do I really need 100 foot of that snake? Because the thing is, all these snake that we have here should connect to a patch bay with these connector. Don't know what we can do. I still need to go through that box though. Make sure that of what we have, everything is wrapped up. All we need to do is figure out the cable, plug it in, and connect to the wing. That should be easy. Bedtime. Let's get ready for day 2.
On day 2, Dorian and I drove downtown to Guitar Center and we grabbed a bunch of XLR. I think I purchased something like 30. We also got some Mogami gold-plated cable to connect the preamp to the 1/4 inch in the back of the console. I went with the more expensive cable for that because I believe that a preamp to converter connection matter a lot. For other thing, it's less important, but we went out for the really good Mogami cable. After that, it was rack building after rack building after rack building. What you see here is just a small amount of time that I pass on rack building, but I think I've built rack for like a day and a half.
Hey.
Hey.
I just finished painting the racks, the rack rails black because there's a little rust on them.
Okay.
And then I painted the wood part.
Yeah, what I grind down?
Yeah, painted that black too.
Nice.
So we're all set on that. I just need to dry for a little.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna just figuring out, like, the rack here is gonna take us a while.
Okay.
I would like to know, because we cannot insert any way that we want, or not as much as we want.
Yeah.
How do you want the signal chain to be for the mastering?
From bottom to top.
From bottom to top.
Yeah.
So EQ first, all the way to the that's one on top.
Yeah, so it goes EQ, stereo compressor, EQ, Portico 2, which is like a mastering processor, and then tube.
The tube overdrive.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then what about the Alicia though? Because that's going to sit on the top.
Do you want it as a separate insert, or do you want it in the chain?
That'll be on the end of the chain.
You want that on the end
After
of the
the
chain?
wizard, yeah. If
Okay.
we have enough, if we can make it.
I can probably, like, I need to count how many units we have, but
Yeah.
I think I can make it.
Okay.
The mastering chain will be 15 and 16. For everything that is on the left side of the desk, so the 1176, 165, 162 from DBX, we're gonna use that snake, and I'm gonna use male to male and female to female to convert that It's not, you know, the greatest cable ever. It's a OSA, but for those units, because they have a high noise floor, within 10 feet with that cable, it's not gonna make much of a difference. I'm gonna clean that up later. We're missing a snake for the other rack. That's gonna be the Lexicon, the LA12 from Uri. I never heard that compressor. Curious to see that. And we have a couple of Lindell there. That's all gonna be connected into that second rack that Dorian and I bought yesterday. We took a shock mount case, pull out the interior shell or interior rack, and Dorian just stained it, so it looks good. And seriously, it's gonna be a fine rack for all the rack space that we're missing. And that's where we are so far. The rack, or the C rack, is finished building. The mastering rack with the Elysis on top is ready. It's all connected. We're just missing, like I said before, the snake for the C rack to go from the insert point to the other. I have the stage connect stuff lining up. I have the wing, of course, the beautiful 1176. Let me try this one and this one. No smoke this time. If you guys remember, in LA, we had smoke when we tried to power these units. They were serviced since the last time we saw them, so they're good. Speakers are on. Same thing for the other side. The 1066 are good. The Chandler are good. They're on. There's no light on them, but I know they're on because I turned on the power supply myself just over there. Actually, no, it's this one. This one's for underneath. So yeah, we're gonna try the HD1. I'm gonna update the console because it's still running 2.1. We're at 3.1 now, and it's gonna open up a lot of routing stuff that we need to check out. So let's do a firmware update and let's see. With the update, I can already see a couple of things that have changed. The stage connect device are now turned green. I'm setting up a drum here next to the console, and I was forgetting about filming. I'm gonna mic that up. I have DL16 over there in the corner. I'm gonna use the DL16, mic that drum up, and start some recording. We might record something tonight. We'll see.
Right. It's exciting, man. What next?
This is pretty much the final result of the studio. I'm gonna give you a in-depth tour. We did some recording that night and it went great. First, let's start with a U47 tube mic. After that, we're gonna go to the drum. Sennheiser, mostly everywhere. We do have a Beta 56A on the snare. 902 version 2 in the bass drum, 904 on the toms. Here's a look at the Neve preamp, the Chandler preamp. ATC monitors, really good for mastering it as a second pair. We have, of course, the Wing with the update firmware that is handling all the work here. Dorian's computer, the Meyer HD1 reference monitor, sound really good to me. After that, we have, of course, the 1176, the 165A, and the 166. Basically, those are different iteration of the 160 VU wood panel compressor. Of course, we have the brain of the operation, the Stage Connect, West Audio Tube EQ, SSL bus compressor, API EQ, and the Portico from Neve. On top of that, we have the Wizard and the Elysius. The Wizard is a really cool tube distortion, by the way. In the C-Rack, we have the Model 200 from Lexicon, amazing reverb. Under that, we have the Lindell, and next to that rack, or behind that rack, we have the original Dreamweaver 73 Rode with stereo chorus and vibrato. Connected into the bottom speaker, we're going 1/4 inch straight into the Chandler preamp.
It's been a long time since I did a vlog, so I hope you guys like this one. This is Guillaume checking out of Hawaii, Honolulu. Till the next one, please take care of yourself, and I'll see you all later.